Hello everyone, it's Bruce here, and we're going to talk a little bit about functions. I'm going to continue on where I left off with from the include video. And we've been asked to include on our little sample page here by, I don't know, customer, our friend, our puppy, whomever, to add some functionality that will allow us to display an ad on our page. But not only do we want to display the ad on this page multiple times, we may want to use this code, this functionality, on other pages. So, two things. Number one is we're going to first start off by creating a include file, another include file. This one's going to have code, and we're going to include one function in it for now. You may have, 500 functions in it, or you may decide as you develop your programming skills that you'll break out your functions into different, physical files depending upon how and where you may need them. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab in Sublime. And I'm going to save a file in my includes folder, and I'm going to call it functions.inc.php. And it's in my includes folder. And again, I just called it functions.include.php because that's what we do when we teach new students PHP. So I'll save that. And now that I have a PHP file, I'm going to put my PHP tags in here. And I'm going to create my first function. Okay, I like to tab in my functions. And I am going to create a function, and I'm going to call it create add. Okay, I use my camel case there with the capital A there. Okay, and right now our function is not going to take any parameters. We'll discuss what parameters are in a future video. I put in my open and closing curly braces, and I'll add in here /end of create add. It just helps me out, especially when I have a lot of code and I need to, find out where my curly braces are. Okay, so there is my function called create add, and I want our function, or the customer, or the puppy, or whomever asked us to do it, wants us to echo out or display using strong tags. Strong tags. Hello, buy my great stuff. A very poor ad choice, but yeah, let's just roll with it. And again, closing, not a closing, but a semicolon at the end of the statement. Very important. And I could have decided to concatenate all my stuff together here, but since there's no variables or numbers or whatever involved, I put it all in a set of double quotes. So let's save this functions.include.php file. And let's go back to the main page. And right below the body here, let's put in a set of PHP tags. And let's require that the PHP software include our functions.include.php script. Now, just know that nothing's going to happen right now, right? Other than the PHP server. And let's just go there. Right? Here it is. Here is the page right here. It's still running. Nothing's really changed, right? Because we haven't invoked the function called create add. Now we have the ability to use that create add function in anything below where we included the functionality on the page, the include file. So if we go to the header here, and right below the my grade site, if we put in some PHP tags and we say create, not created, create add, right, with a semicolon there, that's just a plain old statement. It's calling a function. Okay, just note that here's the opening PHP tag, the closing PHP tag. This particular function doesn't return anything, and we're just calling it here, create add, create add. Now if I go back to my browser and I reload, you can see right in the header here, using the strong tag, right, it says, hello, buy my great stuff. Super cool, right? Now, that's all well and good, but our customer also wants to include that functionality in the footer. So again, we'll just put in a PHP tag, and we'll call our function here, create add, and put our semicolon in, save it, go back to our page, and we should see down here, this cheesy ad right here, right? So let's do it. Hey, there it is. That's super cool, right? So we're not repeating ourselves. We created one bit of functionality in our function, and we're able to call it as many times as we want, obnoxious as it is, right? So let's go back to our main thing, our main page right here, our main thing, and right in the middle, right in the middle of that paragraph, they want to insert the ad. So if I insert my PHP tags right there, right? And I go to create ad and a semicolon, right? There it is. I go back to my page, and look at that. It stuck the ad right in the middle here. How obnoxious. Oh, I see a little, I should have put a space there, right? A space after there. And go back here. And there it is, right? So that's a quick example of creating a function, right? Let me find the functions.include.php. We created our first function. It's called createAd. It takes no parameters. It does something as simple as echoing out the strong tag, some text, and a closing strong tag. Okay, so I hope this video helped. Ask questions in Slack, as you hear Bruce say all the time, and I hope this video helps. Stay tuned for the next video on functions.